someone like EC3. In the top 1% of all professional wrestlers, the Overman, the traveling champion, the attraction, EC3, the latest man to etch his name into history, holding the 10 pounds of gold, the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion. Had a moment very briefly to speak with EC3 earlier this afternoon. He simply said he loves a good boar hunt. This is sport for EC3, not just the sport of professional wrestling. The general sport of competition, it's a hunt.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. A one-fall match for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. When the bell rings, the man in charge, VCW Senior Official, Ron Mills. Introducing first the challenger. Standing to my left, he stands 6 feet 4 inches tall and weighing in at 275 pounds, the Boar. And his opponent, standing to my right, home based in Cleveland, Ohio. He is the top 0.1% of the industry. He is the Overman because he's over, man. He is the OVW National Champion and the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, EC3.
The essential character in professional wrestling. The protagonist of his own story, a man who has spent an entire career getting to a place where he can control his narrative. EC3 has achieved tremendous heights, but perhaps done greater than right now as the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion. This is by far, and we use a lot of hyperbole in professional wrestling, but this is fact, straight fact, the biggest match in the Boar's career. There are friends, family, nieces, nephews, children, high school friends, acquaintances, all in the crowd, hoping and praying that they are here to watch the Boar make history and become the new World's Heavyweight Champion. And the champion will not start unless he has the appropriate start of the bell.
Listen, Jason, I'm going to tell you right now, it was a thrill for me to announce an NWA World Heavyweight Championship match. It's a thrill to have the championship belt, this historic belt, sitting a foot to my right. I cannot imagine how the Boar is feeling right now, wrestling for one of the most important historic championships in this great industry.
Sure, but how does he feel knowing he has this opportunity and he is coming in at such a deficit because of Jerry Stephanitsis and because of the reason? The reason that Boar was offered this opportunity is because EC3 wanted the best in the company as we see that injury already starting to have an effect. And Boar is our most recent previous Virginia heavyweight champion. He has earned this opportunity, but he is not championship material in the eyes of Jerry Stephanitsis. He's the only one who is blinded by the fact that Boar wears a mask, means that somehow he can't be the best. It's crazy.
It is. I mean, Boar has had tremendous success. To your point about what's the injury going to do, I know this is easier said than done. He's got to put it out of his head. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is etching your name in history. If you have to ice that knee, if you have to get surgery after this, that is fine. You go out there and you win the NWA Heavyweight Championship.
Fighting on the outside, dangerous territory for both men, but in particular, the Boar. You and I have seen Boar do amazing things in the past. We both had the opportunity to call his victory when he won the Virginia Heavyweight Championship against another top 1%er in Logan Easton LaRoe.
And EC3 with a miscue there, trying to chop the Boar, hitting the post instead, really damaging that hand, could really be a factor in this match later on. To your point, Jason, yes, we have seen the Boar, unseat great champions who are also in the top 1%. This is the top 0.1%, even more than that. We know Boar can do it, though.
We know Boar can do it, as now the count on the outside. In so many ways, EC3 and Logan Easton LaRoe cut from similar cloth. That tremendous rivalry preparing the Boar for this moment, the opportunity to climb even higher mountains, a world's championship. He has been the champion of Virginia. Can he represent the globe?
I think he can, Jason. Look, that leg is causing huge problems. EC3 very smartly taking advantage of it. He knows it's wounded. That's just good, smart wrestling right there. But I truly believe the Boar can do this. Look, we saw it earlier tonight with Erica Lee. One gore can change the match, can win the match, and win this championship.
Well, this is a match where one win can change the course of your life.
100%. Yeah, I mean, you are going to put your name up there with some of the all-time greats in this industry. Some of the who's who of professional wrestling.
And this title means everything to the Boar. He is a wrestling historian, a traditionalist, a fan. His hero in life is Sting. To hold the same title as the icon, that would be everything. But it is a tough mountain to climb. And Brandon, it would be a tough mountain to climb on a good day. How do you climb a mountain with one leg?
I don't know. I really don't. I mean, it's something that the one thing I know that you need to do if you're on one leg is do it quickly. The Boar needs to win this match fast. The longer it goes, the more damage is going to happen to that leg, not just by what EC3 does, but by just the wear and tear of a match. And the smaller and smaller Boar's chances are going to get of winning that championship.
EC3 was watching earlier in the monitors, paying very close attention, absolutely saw the reason, attacked the Boar, knows the weak spot. This is not EC3's first visit to VCW, and now EC3 counting along, taking 3 of his allotted 5. And of course, champion's advantage. The title will not change hands on a disqualification, and it will not change hands on a countout. But EC3 has proven in this reign he wants to go to all the different territories, be a true traveling champion, and be the best in every company, fair and square.
He does, yeah, and to his credit, I mean, look, would I prefer this to be a one-on-one match with 2 very healthy competitors? I would,
Sure,
absolutely. But it's not underhanded for EC3 taking advantage of the opportunities presented to him. He didn't cause the damage to Boar's leg. Jerry Stephanitsis and the Reason did, and EC3 is doing what any competitor would do, which is pressing the advantage he has.
And now Boar in a situation we rarely see him in, fighting from underneath. And what's amazing is that Boar, cut down at the knees, still comes up 3/4 up the way of EC3's body. I mean, that is just how big and powerful the Boar is.
Oh, yeah, I mean, look, there's no doubt about it. Even hobbled and even on one leg, the Boar is still immensely powerful and very dangerous. And EC3 knows very well that his title is in extreme jeopardy here. Again, 1 or 2 big moves and the Boar could win this match.
EC3 has the poise and confidence of a champion. EC3 is exactly what Jerry Stephanitsis wants in a champion. The body of an Adonis, to quote a very personally favorite television show, he has abs so firm you can grate cheese on them.
and he's also a smart wrestler. There are people who have the physical skills and don't have the intellect to back it up. He does, and that's why he's got this championship. And that's why he's going to the Boar's leg. He's playing a smart game out there. I know we've said it a bunch of times, but it's true. That is the obvious weakness on the Boar, and he's taking advantage of it. And also, it's hard to hit that gore if you can't push off of both legs.
EC3 has that big match experience almost everywhere in the world there is to compete at the highest levels. EC3 has been. That is an intangible that you cannot measure, and it has been a dismantling of the Boar so far. I mean, it has been personally very difficult to watch. This is the home team, right? We have to call it down the middle,
Of course,
but Boar is the home team.
Yeah.
Boar is our guy, and he is being systematically taken apart by an outsider, an interloper, and it's been unpleasant to be present for.
It's also been, there's a sort of question of what if, right? You know, what if the Boar hadn't been attacked? What if he was at 100%? And that's what maybe is most upsetting here, is it feels like we've been robbed of a true Clash of Titans, true classic here, because the Boar's not 100%. But he's fighting up. He's back on his feet. He's trying, but EC3, a very impressive Uranagi there, putting Boar back down. And Boar just getting this offense and fits and starts his little burst, but he can't string anything together.
Not able to build momentum, not able to get consistency, and EC3 has controlled the pace. And oftentimes we see Boar is the one who likes to keep things slower, more methodical, grounding someone, just grinding people down through power moves. This has been a different kind of methodical offense, but really it is turned against Boar. And now Boar trying to keep on his feet.
Here in the historic home territory of Jim Crockett Promotions, going for that figure four leg lock, Boar able to counter, and now Boar showing versatile offense, trying to get some circulation in that leg, and hitting the big stinger splash in the corner.
In honor of his hero, wanting to follow in the footsteps of the icon, and now the side slam, and this is the offense. This is the offense we know. This is classic Boar.
And more than that, it woke the crowd up. It got this crowd on their feet, cheering for the Boar, giving him that push that he needs, that extra energy he needs.
EC3 had the Gore scouted knee right to the head. And the top 0.1% is about to end. No, the Boar still in the fight.
Boar has just enough to kick out of that. That was very, very close, but is just enough to continue this match. But EC3 honestly looks more annoyed than anything else at this point.
EC3 goes promotion, defending the title. Not that he looks past any competitor, but I do believe that EC3 has to walk in and sort of see himself as the victor from the get-go. There's a degree to which maybe he is looking past an injured Boar. Maybe he has a hard time seeing past the mask and the leg, but he's not going to see past anything right now.
I think you just saw a boot come into his face.
Choke slam falling right into position, and the Boar is so close.
Just getting that shoulder up, changing the complexion of the match, changing the complexion of EC3's face with that big boot. I mean, so close.
They're so rare, the opportunities. You could say you were there for history. It is so rare for you to say, I was there when. I want for you, for me, for everyone in this audience to be able to say, I was there the night the Boar unseated EC3 and became the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion, where his bag got 10 pounds heavier.
He is heading up to the top rope. This is dangerous on that bad leg. Taking too long because that leg giving EC3 a chance to recover.
High risk. Very little reward in this circumstance.
That's a situation where EC3 benefited from gravity. They're thrown to the ground.
And EC3, insult to injury, hitting the Boar with the gore. What an absolute insult. And the Boar gets the shoulder up.
Hey, the man knows how to survive his own move better than anyone else. But EC3, I mean, it looks like he's honestly just toying with the Boar at this point.
Well, I don't know if he's toying with him. I'll counter that. I think that means Boar's got in his head, right? Like the opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy. That was intentional. That was something that you do to someone who is really starting to get in your skin.
EC3, is he going for a count out? He's coming this way.
He doesn't look happy.
Watch out, watch out.
EC3
okay, taking the
grabbing
championship.
the championship belt. And as I said, EC3 looks got to.
Okay, I will agree with you now. The fact that he's bringing this championship in.
EC3.
And Ron Mills looking in disbelief. He's right in front of his face.
Looking to hit the Boar with that championship disqualification. The title cannot change hands on its disqualification. And the referee pulled in the path of a stampeding Boar.
And the referee taking that in a very nasty way.
And the Gore! Gore right to EC3.
He's got to get the ref. The ref's unconscious.
We need another official. This is too important. We are dragging the referee into place. And the referee! The referee counted! Well, the referee's hand hit 3.
I'm not
it
sure.
absolutely does. Ring the bell. The referee counted the 3.
The Boar is holding the championship. He thinks he won. Jerry Stephanitsis is saying no. Our referee come out here saying no, the championship did not. That is not an official count.
This is a load of pig SHI, you know what, and EC3 taking advantage. What a load of horse hockey.
Here is your winner, and still NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion, EC3.
The ref's hands counted to 3. Yet again, Jerry Stephanitsis is personally responsible for the Boar losing a title. And this is the world's title, Brandon. This is the NWA Championship.
That was, look, I don't know that Boar was necessarily going to win that match.
He did win.
But Jerry Stephanitsis made sure he did not. And you've got to believe that if the referee was conscious, that's a 3 count, and the Boar is our new champion. Just a real shame to see it in that way. And the Boar, goring the official. He is furious at that. Wanting his championship that he feels is rightly his.
EC3 takes advantage of the confusion and walks out the attraction.
EC3 escapes with the championship.
EC3 still your NWA Worlds Champion. And now, asking for the microphone.
Boar is pretty damn good if you ask me. He's a wild man. He's got a wild mask. He's got a load of potential. He's got a load of fire. He's got a load of fury. He's got a snout. A real snout. He's got what the most important thing in this business, this sport is. The admiration and the respect and the love of the fans. And the admiration and the respect and the fact that I know I'm probably going to have to do this again with you. From me. Boar? Boar. 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 It rolls off the tongue. And maybe one day, in the not too distant future, so will the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Boar, roll off your tongue. Thank you. Good fight.
The ultimate sign of respect from the world's champion, and if EC3 can see that that in the Boar. Why the heck can't Jerry Stephanitsis? The NWA title may have been stolen from the grasp of the Boar, but that only makes the chase for the Virginia Heavyweight Championship that much more important, and Boar is coming. For Brandon Metheny, I'm Jason Heat. Thank you so much for joining us here. An incredible night to start up a new year here at the EC3.